In 1978, the Camp David Accords drew worldwide attention. President Jimmy Carter brought together Egypt's Anwar Sadat and Israel's Menachem Begin to hammer out a Middle East peace treaty. In researching his play Camp David, Lawrence Wright was amazed to find a key player left out of the news reports.
The big surprise to me was Rosalind Carter. I was thinking, who should I have in a play? I mean, Begin, Sadat, Carter, three people, anybody else.
You really want my advice?
With as much humility as I have.
Whoa, I found my fourth character. What I saw there was, someone who could talk to Jimmy like that. But the other thing, I had no idea how instrumental she was. She was the one that came up with the idea for Camp David.
Hallie Foote originated the role of Rosalind Carter in Camp David at the Arena Stage in Washington, D.C. Now she reprises the role for the West Coast premiere at the Old Globe Theater, with Richard Thomas returning as Jimmy Carter.
During the Carter presidency, Richard was probably the most popular American in the country. He was John Boy in the Waltons. It's very pleasing to me to see a figure from that era has come to represent Jimmy Carter.
Going through an impressive physical transformation to repeat his role as Anwar Sadat is Egyptian star Khalid El-Nabawi.
There is no way to make peace between us. I am an Arab and he's Jew, and that's it.
Wright began his career as a journalist before becoming an author and playwright. He admits there are some things you can accomplish with art that you can't by merely reporting the news.
The thing about a play is so intimate, and it's not going to be the same the next night, but every night people get radiated by this feeling of what it took for those people to achieve peace.
God has told us we cannot trust the Jews. They are a treacherous people.
Oh, that doesn't sound like Anwar Sadat. It's not worthy of you. The Quran is filled with messages of tolerance.
Do not quote me the Quran.
What gets lost in the political discussion a lot of times is the humanity of the people that we're talking about.
Jerry Rafshoon was Carter's communications director during his presidency.
It was a regular roller coaster. One day we had a deal, the next day it fell through. One day Begin was mad and walked away. Another day Sadat was mad. And the glue was Jimmy Carter trying to make peace. Jimmy Carter's the bravest man I've ever known.
I laid a trap for myself, didn't I?
You were acting from your heart.
So a play with its accuracy captures the tension in the theater. You're feeling, oh God, if this doesn't happen. And I can attest to the accuracy of every one of those scenes. Not only the facts, but the emotions.
It's one thing to, discuss the Middle East or immigration or something like that. It's another to actually know people that are involved. And for a lot of people, that's not possible. But you can know them through the arts. You can come to know what it's like to be those people. And I think that that's a kind of information that's essential for the dialogue.
The accords brokered during those 13 days have held fast for nearly 4 decades.
I realize that the message of the play is that there's one quality, that is required to make peace, and that's political courage. And that's what these men had.
And the lesson today is to leaders and political leaders, don't walk away from the tough things. If you walk away from the tough things or neglect them and do the things that are going to keep you popular, you won't have a lasting legacy.
The pessimism that one feels when looking at the Middle East is itself an enemy of peace. The idea that peace is not possible, not now, not with the cast of characters we have. If you look back at the people that made peace at Camp David, they were just as difficult as the people in the condition that we're seeing right now.
Put an Arab and a Jew on a mountaintop in Maryland and ask them to make peace? What was I thinking?
So the message of the play is that peace is possible.
The play Camp David is a testament to Carter's legacy and to the possibility of peace, no matter who your cast of characters is. Beth Accomando, KPBS News.